I need to go ahead and make this video because it's about to rain and I'm gonna have to put everything up, but we need to talk first about all the different cars. First, let's start out with the Cobra here. The giveaway was successful. That went great. Brandon loves the car. He's ready to take on this project, but he lives in northern Iowa. So it's gonna be a few weeks before he can get down here and get this car still. But I'm glad that this worked out. You know, I took a risk on giving away a project car. You know, not a lot of people like that idea, but I think ultimately it turned out pretty damn good. As long as he's excited, I'm excited. So remember, we did talk about doing an engine giveaway coming up here soon. So I don't know when we'll do that, but probably at some point this year. All right, Pop's truck. Let's move over here. Finally drug this thing back out of the weeds over here again, cleaned it up a little bit and drove it today. Nothing is wrong with this truck. It runs great. As a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and start it up for you here in just a second because it runs so good. Here comes the bad weather. We got to hurry up. But we got to finish up the suspension on this truck. So that one's going to be next. And then at some point, I want to talk about maybe doing something like a 408 or 460 big block and do some fatties and skinnies on this thing and put like a badass built C4, C6 in it and just have just a cool street rod truck with a little bit of gas on it. I don't know, just thinking about it, probably won't happen, but it's a possibility. So in other words, stay tuned for this truck because that's probably going to be one of the next big things that we start back working on. We still have to do the interior. It's just everything else always jumps in front of this truck and I hate it, but it's just that way sometimes, but we will get back on it. All right, the 65 will be going back to Papa T possibly today. We were going to get back out and try to rerun this race between the 65 and the Calypso, but it just never happened. Both of us work shift work, myself and Berger, so it just didn't happen. But the 65 is running great, and Papa T, this will be his first time driving it since we got the new engine put in it. So I hope he likes it. It's a little more rowdy than it used to be, but we'll see.
You don't want to break it and I don't want to get locked up.
Exactly. So the 65 is just going to go hang out over at Papa T's house. So you guys won't be seeing this thing on a daily basis, but these two cars right here will be gone here real soon. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm kind of excited because think about it. That frees up room to get the retro out. Pop's truck's not going to get put up, but the Calypso and the 21 is up there as well. So we'll be able to get all the cars in the shop that we currently own and work on. As far as the Calypso, we have not had time to test this car. I actually just drove it up the driveway and heard that we have some type of scrubbing noise. So it's probably my e-brake cable. So I'm probably going to lift this thing up, put some spacers on it, get the wheel out a little bit. And I know I've had some people talk about spacers, like don't put them on your car because they'll basically cut your studs, essentially make everything weak, and they can either break them or cut them. Well, with these little spacers like this, I'm not too worried about it. But we got rained out last week, couldn't go to the track. So hopefully this Friday, today's Monday, hopefully this Friday we'll be able to get the Calypso back to the track and see if this thing is going to hook. I hope it does because at this point I know nothing else to do. Like I've said so many times before, if it doesn't hook this time, we've got some type of suspension issue. I know this car's been hit, so maybe something's tweaked and the car is, I don't know, like not articulating correctly because things are in a bind. I'm not sure. But if it doesn't hook, we'll pull this thing down and we'll get it figured out one way or the other. I will give you guys a quick update on the CFI kit. It's great. Car's running wonderful. I've not had any issues with it whatsoever, so I really don't have a lot to say about it because it's one of these things that just works. And what am I supposed to say? You know, it's not doing anything that I can pinpoint other than everything right. Does that make sense? Guys, I'm not trying to be funny here. I'm not trying to oversell this thing, but I just don't have a way to explain it. It just makes the car run so much cleaner, so much smoother, and it's almost like you forget that it's there. But as of right now, the CFI kit is perfect. You don't even know it's there. It's just doing its thing, but we are still controlling timing and everything else. One more thing that I want to cover with this car. This is going to be our main focus for the rest of the year. This car and probably Pop's truck. That's going to be our main focus. We're going to lighten this thing up. We've got a lot of weight left in this car. We still have the intercooler up front, and I've left it on purpose so that we can get the car to work first and then start removing weight. The piping is actually still down in there. You can see it there. Battery's still up front. That needs to go to the back. We'll probably front half the car from right here forward. And the main reason is because this thing was hit and it is all crumpled up. So when I pull this battery out right here, you're gonna see all that. Plus we hacked the car up here, so we'll probably just do that. I'm not trying to class race or anything like that with this car. It's just gonna be a fun car. Also, hopefully, we're going to repaint this car. So let me show you a couple pictures of the paint color that I think we're gonna use. And also, we finally got the freaking wheels. Oh my God, I could talk about that all day. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it in this video though. We got some new wheels for this car that I have been wanting forever and ever. I kinda got some wheels for the car. I got front runners at least, and they're gonna need to be sent off to be fixed. All right, let's jump up here to the 21. Now, the 21 is the bastard of the channel. I hate to say it. I love this car, I really do. I enjoy driving it, but that's about it. I have considered possibly selling this car, just selling it like to an individual, and going and getting the Mexican GTR. If you guys don't know what that is, that's pretty much just a single cab, 4-wheel drive lowered F-150 with, you know, boost. Probably a Whipple, maybe single turbo, twin turbo, something like that. But I don't know, we'll see. What do you guys think about getting rid of this car for a regular cab F-150 4-wheel drive and do a little bit of street racing with that? See, the problem with this car is you can pretty much only do roll racing because it won't hook. And we've done everything that we're supposed to do to it, minus a slick. These are street R's on this car, so they are an actual radial, as you can see here. And it should hook, but it doesn't. It absolutely annihilates the tires in third gear. So I don't know what we're gonna do with this car. It's beautiful. I still enjoy it, but I don't know. You guys tell me. You just want to see more content with it? We can do that. We can get this car out and work with it a little bit more and try to enjoy it. I really still want to see this car lined up against the Calypso on some gas. Now, it's obviously going to outrun the Calypso with it on motor, but I think with maybe a 150 shot, it'd probably be a pretty good race. And then we've got the Retro Fox that's hiding up there in the garage. A Retro Fox is probably not going to get anything done to it for a while. At some point, we'll get it back out of the garage once we get some of these other cars gone, and we'll clean it up real good, detail it, and go drive it some, and probably put a system in it, or put the system that I used to have at least back in it again, because that's kind of what I want that car to be, right? I have considered going a little more crazy, a little more rowdy with it, but that car has a lot of sentimental value to me, and I like it the way that it is for certain reasons, so I'll probably just leave it. But think about putting a system back in it. The rest of this year, we don't have big plans for the channel. I still work full time, and right now it's just so hot. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's just not a good idea to be out here all the time working on stuff. Luckily, we got enough content and enough other stuff going on to where we don't have to build cars right now. We're actually trying to get rid of some cars. Also, I picked up some new camera equipment. This little thing is super awesome to do more live streams. So hopefully here real soon, we'll be able to start doing more live streams, and we're probably gonna do like a Patreon thing to where if you've signed up for like 20 bucks a month, you'll have access to like live tech videos where I try to help people on live stream, things like that. Right now I can't do much of that just because of my work schedule, but coming soon, we're gonna have a lot more time to hopefully be able to play with all of these cars and help you guys out and keep you motivated. I'm super, super excited about what we've got coming up for this car with the new paint, with the new wheels. Yes, it will be 5-lug swapped finally. And the only reason is because to put the wheels on it I want to put on it, I have to 5-lug swap it. Also, I'm going to make an entire video on the wheels that we got coming for this car because I went down a rabbit hole and was surprised at what I found. And I think you guys will be too. Possibly some of the more recent, hard to find, rare wheels that you'll come across. Obviously, there's probably some older ones out there, but guys, these things were made in 04, and by 06, they were already discontinued and sold out everywhere. That's right, 2 years. Imagine me, 20 years later, trying to find a set. It's not easy. But if you guys have been paying attention on Facebook, you know the wheels I'm talking about. We're gonna take a deep dive into those in the next video. So also I wanna talk about the gauge situation because that was an issue, but let's see. No longer an issue now. Look at that. Pretty much everything works. Speedometer works. I don't think the temp gauge, I can't remember what the hell. Watch how quick this thing starts though. It almost didn't start, but oil light's flashing. I don't know what's up with that. It probably needs new bearings and oil pump and everything else, but listen how quick this thing revs to be what it is though. Watch this. Nice, huh? I'm gonna go ahead and get this car on the lift, get the 21 in. But guys, stay tuned. We got a lot more content coming up for you guys, and I think you're gonna love it. Catch you in the next one, and as always, thanks for watching. It is. It's definitely gonna be a fall fun car. Yep. In other words, it'll all look great up here, but we're not gonna cut. Yeah, we're not gonna cut panels out.